What is this? The grass level's the second level. Ruined forever. Worst game ever. Don't buy.
This is what you want, though.
Can
isn't
I
it?
go back to watching that Lost World
No,
video now?
no, no, no.
But it
It's okay,
looks
guys.
so
I got
fun.
an internet leash on them.
We're here to do commentary and fuck bitches.
And we're all out of bitches.
Just,
God damn it!
Wait, did we even have any of those to start with?
If we did, John was hiding them from us.
they must never know, John.
Wait, you had them too? Damn it! So for some reason, they changed the music that's playing in Blaze's levels to a different...
Yeah, all of Blaze's tracks are slightly remixed. Just a tad. I will still recommend listening to the original Groove Rush versions of each song.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have the Blaze remixes in the Groove.
I don't really think you're missing much, to be honest.
Well, I can't even... There's a word for the sort of style of music that's sort of in Blaze's level. And you know what? That's why platforming with this two-screen gap is so annoying, because platforms get lost in the middle, and then you don't know where the fuck you're supposed to land your character.
Well, I think I asked this question earlier, but you're still looking at the DS screen, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still looking at the DS. But the thing is that even if you're playing it on the DS, if the platform goes into that little gap between the two screens, you're still not able to tell where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It only happens in Rush, but it happens all the fucking time in Yoshi's Island DS, and it makes that game way more frustrating than it should have been.
Yeah. You're doing so many fucking air kicks and stuff like that. I'm beginning to think that's Blaze's default running animation.
Well, that's just because... Well, I spend a lot of time doing tricks with Blaze because you can get so much airtime using her R-button boost thing.
Going back to the running in heels thing, I'm looking at Blaze's default running animation, and it does look every bit as uncomfortable as I think it would be.
Her legs look really slow, are moving really slow.
I think the idea she causes explosions at her feet to propel herself forward.
Rocket heels.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, well then I'd run in heels if they...
See, that sounds badass. I wouldn't mind wearing those, even if I was a guy.
But you see, the thing is, she's still... The way her legs move is so stiff. It's like she doesn't want to bend her knees.
She has arthritis.
Sonic has knees.
I think that's more just the DS...
Model sucking.
Yeah, well also the models are really, really small. So it's sort of odd. They need to over-exaggerate the animation so that you can see what they're doing.
I still think they work, though. They work well enough, anyway.
Well, it's sort of odd having one 3D model and everything else be 2D artwork, you know?
Yeah. I actually kind of get Donkey Kong Country vibes from looking at the Badniks a bit. Just a bit, though. Because even the enemies in those games have more fluid animations.
Well, the sprite work is very GBA. I noticed. You see DS games with a lot cleaner sprite animation, especially later on. It looks very much like they were making a Sonic Advance 4 and just threw all of those assets into Rush later on. Because, like, the very first Sonic games that they were showing on DS, like, I'm trying to remember the first demo they showed, the one where you had to, like, rub the screen.
Yeah, one was basically Sonic and the Secret Rings for DS.
Well, I remember one where you had to, like, you had to rhythmically rub the stylus on the touchscreen.
Yes, pat Sonic's ass to make him run faster.
That demo...
Yeah, everyone who played it said it was awful.
That's why we got this.
Yeah.
Sometimes what works is just what's tried and true.
Hey, come on, you didn't want to pat Sonic in the ass?
No, I didn't. He's a
Over
hedgehog.
and over and over again.
Weirdness aside, that would probably hurt my hand.
So Eggman gave a nice purple coat to his robot there. That's nice.
Yay.
Well, see, they needed to Eggman needed to distinguish between my robot and his robot.
They're the same robot.
Yeah, but they needed to know which ignition key went in which ignition slot.
I also want to say I hate the word nega.
Why?
Because I am just one step away from accidentally saying a racial slur.
Oh, god damn it! fuck this boss.
So what would Black Universe Eggman's name be? Eggman Whitey?
Yeah. And Kraka. There you go. There's an A at the end of that.
So, but is Blaze supposed to be Sonic's alternate dimension counterpart though, like Eggman and Eggman Nega? Because if that's the case,
she's a mix. It's weird because she's kind of a mix of both Sonic and Knuckles in her dimension, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Also has fucking fire.
Well, she is sort of supposed to be Sonic's counterpart. I mean, she even has the Sonic design on her shoes.
If there were heels.
If they were heels, yeah. But her role is sort of like a much smarter Knuckles.
This boss. You know, I can think of a much more. I can think of like 12 more effective moves that I could do with a robot shaped like this. Like, for example, using the neck to choke the bitch, or I don't know, like not dropping your head into the ground or something.
Slamming the cockpit into large, very surfaces is generally not a good idea.
And Eggman's in that thing, isn't he?
Eggman Nega at the very least.
No,
oh, wait,
this is
no,
Eggman.
this is normal Eggman. Yeah.
So how is he dealing with the whole feedback of that thing?
I think the airbags just keep on going off.
No, he has built-in airbags, dude. Come on.
He is an airbag.
He is an airbag.
Oh, it's funny because he's fat.
That, and he has a massive ego.
It protects him from impacts.
Okay.
Another Jolly Rancher gun.
Oh, I thought we were Blaze.
No, nope, Sonic's just there.
Fire spin
Okay, so why
attack.
can't I do that in the game?
It's a one-time move and we just wasted on the cutscene.
Damn it! Okay, so everybody, Blaze, if you had just taken the time to talk to Sonic, you wouldn't be annoyed by everybody saying, hey, to Sonic. You could have just said, oh, I already did. He's just a blue idiot, and I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah, she has knees, but she's purposely not bending them in that cutscene. It's very awkward.
She also keeps her arms in the most anti-aerodynamic pose ever.
I'm sorry, just going back to Cheese for a second.
Well, that was because
his animation was just like he was trying to do that arm thing where you go like, oh yeah, you guys are across the internet.
Yeah, we can't see you, Ted. I'm just going to imagine you wearing heels and doing the flare.
Here we go. As bad as it is for Blaze as it was for Sonic.
And it's a little bit easier for Blaze because I think Blaze is sort of like the easy mode. Well, okay,
Sort
we
of.
can turn on the easy mode, but it's sort of an easier mode because Blaze can get a whole lot more airtime, which allows you to get to higher routes a lot easier.
I mean, it's the level design is annoying.
It's the same exact level each time you play.
Oh,
the game.
fantastic.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
It's
it's the same levels.
I don't think that they change anything. It's not anything noticeable.
Dramatic, yeah.
So we're still going to be going through the elevator sections. Glorious.
Yes. You can't escape those.
And there are no emergency stairs either. Son of a bitch.
No, I think if you jump over that that wall there, I'm pretty sure that's instant death. So I was just like, no, I'm not falling for that again.
What is the point of bringing her in close to the camera for that?
Fancy.
3D!
But it wasn't fancy or visually impressive at all. It just made...
3D!
This is 2005. You need to stress as much as possible that, yes, you can do 3D on the DS. Even though all of the best DS games are all 2D. Or mostly 2D, I should say.
You know what? That would have been impressive in the PlayStation era, where it was expected that 3D models looked like ass.
Well, no, DS 3D models are odd because they can have more polygons than like.
But the
an
resolution
N64.
sucks.
But yeah, but the resolution.
Yeah.
Like, I
Reason
don't.
why you wind up with Mario 64 DS, where technically their animations are better, but they look worse.
Wait,
Well,
what?
It's just actually, I think the problem with the DS, and this is a non-tech guy talking here, is that yeah, you get smoother animations, and I think there are some instances where the textures are better, but the problem with the DS is that you try and blow those fuckers up, and it gets bad really fast.
Well, that's
You
just
know.
because you have a smaller screen.
Well, that and it has to do something with the DS's renderer. I'm not exactly sure, but if you got closer view on models in like the N64, the quality would relatively stay the same. It would probably get blurrier, obviously, but the DS, ugh. It's like no one.
Don't want to
Let's
see.
talk
Don't wanna
about
see it.
that Crystal Chronicles game that they had on both the DS and the Wii. With
I
DS graphics, I might add.
I never played any of the Crystal Chronicles games, but that was mostly just because I hadn't discovered Final Fantasy until like
It's
years
a
ago
fun,
now.
It's a fun little multiplayer action RPG. Video. Like I would recommend playing the original on the Game Boy, but you kind of need Game Boy Advances to do the multiplayer part.
Oh, that was one of those GameCube games where you had to use the Game Boy Advance link cable if you wanted it to do anything.
And only in the multiplayer. And it's fun enough in single player, and it looks glorious by GameCube standards. The only annoying part about single player is that you have this Moogle flying around carrying the chalice that protects your force field so you don't die, because the whole world is shrouded in mist, etc.
Wait, it's Metroid Prime 2.
It sounds like Final Fantasy IX, actually.
Well, the whole world, the plot in Crystal Chronicles in a nutshell is the world is shrouded in mist. You need to recharge these crystal things to protect your town, so you go out and collect stuff to recharge the crystals with.
So it sounds like the plot to every single NES Final Fantasy game.
It does not have a plot
Moons,
game.
orbs, whatever.
It's very simple and it's fun, and that's the important thing. Like a lot of people go into it expecting lol complex Final Fantasy, and you're not going to get that. So if that's what you want, don't. But
LOL complex
game on
Final
its own.
Fantasy didn't start happening until 7 came out.
Yeah, I know. But it does have some Final Fantasy IX vibes to it, though. Like the one major Moogle that you meet at the beginning is, I think, Stiltskin.
The gold armor one?
Of the Rumple
Yeah.
variety.
Yeah, it's that same Moogle, or at least a reference to him. I'm not sure which.
It's hard to tell with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but the first Crystal and very beautiful looking game. So I recommend it to anyone who can pick it up, as long as you either already have some Game Boy Advances for multiplayer, or just don't care about the multiplayer at all.
Well, I've already got to finish Tales of Symphonia, and then I've got like another 3 GameCube RPGs I need to finish.
Path of
Thankfully, once I
Radiance.
do that, I would have played every worthwhile RPG on the system.
What about Path of Radiance?
Dude, do you want to give me the $75 I need in order to buy a copy of that game? Because if not, I'm
There
not
are ones on
gonna be
eBay for like 20 and 30.
not if you want to. I don't trust it. When I'm buying used games online, I don't trust anything less than very good. I preferably like new, but
Path of Radiance goes for. Oh wow, you're right.
It's getting any Fire Emblem game is fucking obnoxious.
I see.
It's just like
Well,
Ted.
obviously, what we need to do is do for Nintendo what they did for Atlas, and let's play the fuck out of their game. So, oh wait, we can't do that. Well, I guess we're not getting any extra print runs then.
At least we have Awakening.
Awakening, yeah.
Yeah, and I
If
get to
that-
play that for free, so double yeah.
You gotta play that for free.
My brother picked it up.
Oh,
I told you would like it.
everybody would like it. It's one of the best 3DS games.
I haven't played it yet.
You
Well,
should.
I was talking to Lewis because he didn't seem interested.
What
How'd
the
you
hell
die
happened
there?
there?
I jumped into the ceiling
And you
and
died?
I died.
Ceilings! No!
Probably triggered a Crusher glitch.
Ceiling Cat came out and watched her.
Oh wait, no. Blaze became the ceiling cat. But Sonic Rush is allergic to internet memes, and so she died.
I remember this.
Well, I just graduated.
I remember how much I complained about this when we were doing it as Sonic.
Yeah.
What, 2005, John? 2005, I was 12 years old. Wow.
You know, with a click of my mouse, I could bring up the goddamn Sonic Lost World footage again and just watch
No.
that.
No!
So tempting.
Louis, get
right
back here.
now.
The internet caller.
Oh God, it's done. Thank God.
That's
Oh,
right.
I got an S!
And you
even
died.
though I died at the very end of the level. What the
This
fuck?
is
Oh,
wrong.
you know
This is
what?
a Dips game.
That's wow. Huh. Dying at the end is the worst thing for your rank in most of the other games.
It must save your. I think it just
Saves your
it must
score.
save your
Score
enemy
at
and
that point.
trick score.
Yeah, like in the other games, when you die, your score is reset to 0.
Well, there's no score counter on screen. Well, just one thing that I don't like about Rush is while you're doing until the very end of the level.
Yeah.
Because like if you're
Also
playing
might have
almost
that.
any other Sonic game, you have an idea of what rank if you're on track for getting the highest rank.
On the subject of that, one small thing that bugs me about Lost World, there's no score at all on the ranking screen. You just get a letter. Well, how did you get that letter? I don't know what I should improve. You gave me a D, and I don't know what I got wrong.
Well, if it's as easy to get an A rank, an S rank in it is in Generations, you shouldn't have a problem.
Eh.
You mean just don't die?
Don't die, pick up some rings.
That's about it.
Don't dawdle.
And don't let
Really,
it be
as long as you
ball-bustingly
play-
as long as it's not ball-bustingly unfair as the 3DS ranking system.
Yeah.
How hard is it to get an S rank in the 3DS game?
Annoyingly hard. I only gotten 2.
Huh.
Let me guess, Green Hell Zone.
Yeah.
You can do that if you want to stun him, but I don't know why you'd ever need to.
Oh,
I
but
think it gets him to
that's
throw it
dumb.
faster sometimes.
Well, it gives you a little bit of... It's so you don't get ran over, at the very least.
Yeah.
Because I think his mech actually has a higher running speed than you do at
What?
time.
Not really, it's equal, I think. It looked equal just there.
No, he's catching up. He's getting closer, even though...
Ah, yeah, I see what you mean.
It's weird, because the boss controls are a lot... they...
Stiffer.
Wow! Jesus Christ, he managed to mimic insect wings in his robot.
How odd.
That is a scientific achievement, and he should pat himself on the back for that.
Well, normally there's just a little bit of flame underneath the robot, which you assume is enough to generate lift.
I'm just saying, I don't think scientists even know how insect wings work.
No, scientists have no clue how bumblebees should be able to fly.
They're
Yeah.
they're too heavy. And their wings shouldn't be able to support them.
But
They do believe.
Believe, you mean?
There's your scientific... Yeah, believe. There you go. Thank you, Ryan.
Guys,
Yeah.
have
Yes,
we
that-
really devolved to using bee puns? Really, guys?
And I'm
I was just
surprised
getting to it before you would.
Yeah.
No.
Beating you to the punch.
No.
And
There
don't
are-
deny that you weren't gonna make it. You would.
I have standards.
No, you don't.
You have no standards, we know
Where
that.
are these standards, and why have I not seen any of them?
You commentate with us. You don't have any standards.
My standards are low. I'll give you that. But I have them.
I don't believe
I draw
you.
the line at bee puns.
Well, we don't believe you.
I love the midair slamming Chuck Norris kick.
Spinning bird kick.
No, in the video it just ends.
Yep.
We don't even see her get the emerald.
Well, Blaze got an emerald. Da-da-da-da-da.
We don't know that. We'll have to wait until next part.
No, I'm pretty sure next part starts with Blaze at the... Yep. You're just going to have to assume that she... Or you can just look at that little screen at the top that shows you how many emeralds you have, and it will show that third one. You could do that too, I suppose.